Hello, come on in, brothers and sisters. The water is fine today, and we're going to be talking about the love. I'm Andrew, the hiking druid, and I've been wandering and wondering and helping folks get balanced healing through observing God and the natural rhythms in nature. So come on. It's casual, it's balancing, and it's loving, it's peaceful, it's healing. And I'm excited to have you come along as we talk about this great, essential topic for our times. So come on in. The water is great. It's the water of truth, and the truth is setting us free, folks. It's a great day. It's a great time to be alive, to be observing, to be alert and aware and willing to grow, because these days things are changing fast and we need to be balanced and stay healthy. I've been, like I said, I'm Andrew, and I have been hiking for 40 years. I've been observing what I call the God flow in nature. I've been wild harvesting in getting herbs, wild herbs. I've studied herbs for way over 20, 30 years, and I've been harvesting them. I also have been a health coach for over 10 years, and I help people to find that balancing that and meet their health goals and their weight goals and their energy goals. And I just love nature. So this is an exciting topic for me, and I'm glad that you're here today on the Hiking Druid channel. So please check out the link below. Get the free, the first link right below this video is for a, I'll think of it. It's a guide I wrote that teaches you how to keep your immune system strong and powerful and functioning the way it's designed to function, to help you and your family stay strong. And in these times when there's, a lot of illness around us here and there, you come into contact with people who have things that you don't want. Let's just put it that way. And, why not find out some of the herbs that grow naturally in the wilderness all around us and can help you to get stronger. And also, if you would like and subscribe, it helps this channel to be seen by more people and get this important information out to more folks so that, more of us find out about how to keep ourselves strong these days. So go ahead and check that out. And also, it's a free guide and my newsletter, which comes out around once a month. Sometimes not quite that, but I do try, and it's a great way to keep in contact, even if, certain platforms and such are censoring, as we know they do, and we can keep in touch that way. So that's great, and I appreciate you coming along. And that was John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, one of the best songs ever written about nature, and he loved the outdoors, and the love of nature came through a lot of his music. And it is important to get out there in order to stay strong and stay healthy. Bring your whole family, or just go by yourself and have some solitude and quiet. Both of those options are exciting, but to sit and be still in the wilderness and observe the interactions of the trees, of the wind, of the animals, of the sun on your face, how it makes you feel. Spending quiet time, giving thanks to our Heavenly Papa. And you can do some inner reflections, and you can bring along a picnic lunch, have a snack, bring water so you can go out, find trails, and yeah, just get that natural rhythm back. A lot of the world we grew up in was actually designed to pull us out of the natural flow and the love of nature, the balanced healing that comes from spending time in the flow and in the pace. Spend time sitting and just enjoying the beauty. This is what we were actually originally designed to do. And so much of it has been pulled out with the rush, false idol chasing that we've been encouraged to do in this fake world filled with lots of lies. But there are still refuges of truth available that God made sure we kept. And that's why there's parks in every city and every town, because people innately know that they need to spend time there. But you can really get a lot of peaceful awareness by slowing down from time to time and planning to do so. It's not something that you just accidentally fall into. You need to have a plan to go to spend some time, fishing with your kid or hiking solo with your family. It's amazing to see the deep beauty that's out there in the forest. It's amazing to see that with other people, so you can kind of get their opinion of what they're seeing and experiencing as well. That can also enrich you. At the same time, an occasional trip out by yourself is also essential. It's part of that balancing. Don't be afraid to spend some time by yourself. You're not truly alone, okay? When you're in the forest or desert or the ocean, there's always plants, animals, birds flying over, insects in the ground. Just turn over a rock in the forest, and it's amazing the interactions that are going on. Roll a log over, and you'll find all kinds of things. Maybe a salamander, some grubs, ants, beetles, frogs. Who knows what could be under there? Lots of life. Different kinds of plants are under rocks and under logs. Lichens, mushrooms, even life springs out of dying things. Decay in the forest does not last long generally, because that's the design. Everything breaks down back to its component parts, and it enriches the soil and the trees and the plants and the flowers, the wild herbs. Animals even will take that nutrition back into them to grow and to reproduce, and life continues, and life loves to thrive. And this is what we were meant to exist, not just surviving, but thriving, exceeding, learning, growing, loving, and having enough to share with others. That's how we're supposed to be, and not struggling and stressed and grumpy and worn out. But like I said, this is designed. This world that we're now replacing with what's meant to be real is going to be a beautiful, amazing, different sort of place than the one we grew up in. And all the systems that were designed to warp us and tire us out, grind us down, they're being replaced, folks. So if you have in your heart a love of nature, then you're one step ahead of a lot of other people. I'm not saying we're better, but we're one step ahead because we already know how we can get that balancing back. And imagine how sad it is that some people don't even know that. Worse yet, there's people that are deathly afraid of going out of the messy, noisy, smelly, artificial light, toxic cities that they know, and going out and experiencing quiet, calm, solitude. And that's truly sad. It's actually evil, not that somebody is afraid of the wilderness, but that the systems set a fear that's so fake into so many people. But a lot of people that live in cities realize they need to get out of the city or go to the park, or go to a pond or go to the shore, right? Why do so many people take vacations on islands and beaches, coastal towns? Why are so many towns and cities built on the coast? Because at least you get a sea breeze and you can walk down to the shore. But there's a lot of people that live alongside rivers as well. Same idea. It's freshening. It's healing. Allow your mind to wander as you wander, and then wonder as you wander. Give thanks to the beauty and just being able to be out there. And you're one step closer to Holy Spirit and building that relationship with God that He craves and loves, because He knows how important it is for us, and it's important to Him. And, give the honor to the Creator of all things. Why not? Why wouldn't you? He's your daddy. He's our papa. And He made us, and He loves us. So go and enjoy it. He's made sure these areas exist so that we can get some pure air, some clean air, some sun on us. It's essential to get sun on your skin. I live in Maine. We have a long winter where I live, and so for 5 or 6 months, it's very challenging to get sun on anything besides right here. Even your hands have to be covered most of the time. That's half the year. So when the weather is good, be doubly certain to get out there and, short sleeves or no shirt, no hat, no sunglasses, no sunblock. You want to get the sun on you. It's part of the lies. Our skin needs the sun. Our eyes need the sun. Our pineal gland needs the sun through our eyes, through the optic nerves, and it cleanses the pineal gland. And it boosts our immune system. It strengthens our ability to fight off infections and any kind of germs that might get into our systems, which are constantly through the air, in food. Nothing to be afraid of. We're designed to do constant warfare with anything that doesn't belong in our bodies. And it's great. Think about it. Like our bodies are battlegrounds, and we don't have to command everything, but all we need to do is stay balanced, stay happy, be loving, balancing our work time with our joy time, with our God flow observing time. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have playlists about observing God in nature. I have a prayer list of poems, and some of my poems are about nature and different observations I've made on some of my hikes. I've taken a week-long hike and a month-long hike, lots of weekend hikes, lots of like 4-day hikes, and just a bunch of day hikes as well. I mean, countless. I really have no idea how many. I also have the playlist called About God. So depending, you know, how you see, there's so many different ways of people. I would caution you about the love of nature is that we are supposed to make sure we're honoring the creator of nature, but don't worship nature. Enjoy the trees. Spend some time with your back right up against the trees. Give thanks for the trees, but don't worship the trees. Don't worship lakes, don't worship oceans. Only worship the creator of the things. It's one of the oldest tricks that the little liar who tried to wage war against the creator of all things, which is entirely ridiculous when you really think about it. Imagine the ego that must have taken it. That ego was way out of control. That's why we need to be balanced, okay? Because this is all part of God's creation. And you can enjoy, it's all to enjoy or to learn from. And the honor goes to Papa. But the joy goes to us. and that makes heaven happy too. So yeah, just be aware of that, because that has pulled a lot of people off the trail that Jesus shows us, the straight and narrow trail. And if you want to go on that balanced way, which leads to the best health, to the freest flow of energy through us, the best connection to one another, and to Papa, and to Holy Spirit who's within. It's a balance. It's above, it's within. It's not one or the other. You can spend time one way or the other, but don't do just one or the other. Balance it. Balance it. It's practice. It takes practice to observe God in nature and to make sure you're not worshiping the sun or worshiping the tree, because they're beautiful. They're wonderful. They're amazing. People worship people. It's called a false idol. I mean, look, American Idol. So as you become more aware of these things and practice, it's easier to push all the temptations that were designed to pull us off that straight and narrow trail. And as we become aware of those tricks that our enemies use to confuse us and to pull us away from Papa, then we become stronger in detecting the lies. And it's quite exciting as your BS meter starts picking up the lies and exposing the evil and sharing with others and expanding and growing onward and upward. So, yes, the love of nature is a true blessing, and it doesn't hurt to give thanks for the blessings in your life. As a matter of fact, not only does it not hurt, it heals. Nature is healing, and balancing is healing. So you can't, I mean, you can't hate people and love nature. You can't love nature more than you hate people. That's totally unbalanced and it's unhealthy. It's tempting. Sometimes if somebody's being cruel or whatever, it's tempting to say, I think I just like nature more than I like people. But in truth, there's people that are so good and loving, and we need relationships, both with the heavenly and the worldly arena. So you want to balance that as well. Okay, so yeah, as you are experiencing these natural rhythms in the wilderness or park, it will teach you, because as you're observing these things, you're actually learning about natural law. And like some of the greatest documents in the world, the Constitution of these United States of America, even the Declaration of Independence in large part, um, they were based on the law of nature, natural law. It's the Bible is based on a lot of natural law, herdsmen, farming, balancing time in the wilderness with town time in cities. Jesus did that. He was surrounded by thousands and thousands of people at a time, often, and then he'd go out to the wilderness and spend days out there, meditating, praying, observing, balancing. Then he was ready to help more people. Then he'd go back to the wilderness. Then he'd help more people. And he taught this. He was guiding his disciples in this. And as disciples of Jesus, remember, he's still teaching us this. He's still alive. And as we want to also walk that path and do those observing techniques that he teaches us. It's great. It's not religious to talk about Jesus or God. It's not getting in someone's face. It's living a balanced, loving, normal life. And we were even taught to be ashamed of mentioning Jesus in public. It's who would want that? That's not from God. God didn't sacrifice his only begotten Son to cause shame and fear of talking about his beautiful, balancing love. So nature is not the opposite of Jesus. God flows through nature. Nature exists because of Jesus, because of love, because of God manifest on the earth plane as love. That is also why the balancing, healing rhythms of God in nature still exist for us to re-energize and be able to combat the lies. I know that's a little deeper than what I was going to get into, but this is where extending the awareness leads us. It's good, it's strong, it's powerful. We were actually born to be a lot more powerful than the liars wanted us to be. So that's part of the joy of spending time in the wilderness. what, nature, the woods, hiking trails, parks, ocean, state parks, national parks, that kind of thing. Or the desert. Gee, that's talk about spending time out in a quiet place. um, where else? Those are the main places that are still refuges um, against the rush, the artificial rush. And you can only go so fast before you spin out of control. If you ever feel like you're running fast forward but getting nowhere, well, we were all set up with a beautiful version of the hamster wheel called loans, banks, slightly ill but still alive, all designed by the same people in different subsections of this evil, sickening system. And we are now taking these systems back. We are redesigning these systems. We are not going to fall prey to the lies. And we choose. We have free will. We choose how much we run on that hamster wheel, or if we jump right off it, if we smash that thing to smithereens and leave it forever. We choose it. So keep spending some time outdoors. Now, if you can't make it daily, to a forest like I can, go to at least get some fresher air from the stale air inside your house, and get some fresher air and some sun on you. Go for a walk. Start with a 15-minute walk. Go to a half-hour walk. Go for an hour walk. Build it up over time. If you haven't been walking at all, just slowly build it up. This is an easy way to begin to be able to daily. You just need to get up a little earlier. Don't give yourself 5 minutes to get to work. Give yourself an hour, and that way you can go for a half-hour walk and still have plenty of time to get to work. And guess what, folks? You will be more energized. You will not get tired as quick with just a little light exercise every day, like a walk. And then practice swinging your arms a little bit more and taking broader strides, and then walk a little faster. And then that is also something with practice that you can do over time. Just a swifter walk to get your blood flowing faster is ideal, but you don't have to do a run or a jog, which are actually, nothing against it, but over time that's rougher on your legs and your hips and even your spine than just walking or swimming or biking. So these are some ideas for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for your support. And if you want to find out more about some of my future plans, right below this video, there's that free guide link. And right below that is a link to my Give, Send, Go donation page. And there's information there about the permaculture farm and how we're going to be, once we get that going, we're going to be helping city kids and their families come and get their hands into the ground. And we'll have walking paths out through the woods where they can learn some of these ideas of observing that natural God rhythm or the flow in nature. And in time, we'll have a couple of horses for some riding, and get some ducks and chickens, and so they can observe all these different things. Maybe a cow or two to learn about milking a cow. Goats, you can milk goats. So yeah, go check that out too if you want to see some of the future plans that we're cooking up. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let's listen to a little bit more of that on our way out. And we'll get a little bit of John here. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are the apple of Papa's eye. He says you're beautiful and wondrously made. He loves you, and I love you. Have a great day. Go out and get some fresh air. Do some good deeds. Give someone a hug. And I'll see you soon with my next video. Thank you. Love you.